Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. How are you doing today? How is your day going? How are you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining me today on another live stream here in Oyoyo's World. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being amazing. Thank you for yesterday. Yes, I must say that. Thank you guys for joining me yesterday. And today is another topic for us to talk about. Thank you for being here, every one of you. So today my temperature in my location is 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me know what the weather is in your area. I hope the weather has been good and I hope your day has been nothing but amazing. Having said that, welcome back once again to Yo-Yo's World. And if you're watching from Facebook, thank you for being here. You're most welcome to my live stream. And if this is your first time, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, like this video, share if you find it interesting, and also jump in to contribute in our discussion today. And if you're watching from YouTube, thank you for being here. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video as well. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe as well. Thank you guys for being here. So let's get into this topic. There is no need of wasting time. All right, so my today's topic goes with Justin Dean. How could you be this mean? All right, why do I say that? We are going to find out on today's discussion. Once again, welcome back to Yo-Yo Sword. All right. Having said that, why did I say Justin Dean, you are so mean? Why did I say how could you? Whew. This story is one of a story that kept evolving, because I like to do a little research before I come here to talk. I like to talk with facts so that we can be able to deliberate on it and then see what we can learn from this and what, any character or trait that we should drop. So why do I say why are you so mean? So I was doing a little research on this whole buhaha going on social media, and I found a document that Cheta was referring to in one of his videos about what he saw, rather, where he saw the document, he now had a better understanding of who Justin Dean is actually. So when I saw it, I started reading, and that quote precisely is on paragraph 4 of that document. So I'm going to read that here so that you can also deliberate with me, and let's dissect this properly to see why I said, how could you? Okay. Thank you, Trending Gist with Octavia. Thank you, beautiful. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you guys for joining me on this beautiful day, the 24th of January, 2023. And if you're seeing me for the first time, yes, my name is Oyoyo, and you're most welcome to my live stream. Don't make this your last. Come back another time. And if you like what you see here, don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Don't forget to share this video and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's be family. All right. So I read that court document after I got hold of it. I read the court document. I read it again and again. I tried to understand it. I tried to interpret it, in any means necessary to be able to understand what could have pushed this man to write something like this, or to make this prayer to the court. What could have pushed this man? I couldn't just process the whole thing together. The only thing that came to my mind was, how could you? And why do I say how could you? There is this thing that when you meet somebody, maybe through marriage, right, or friends, or through friendship, there is this relationship both could share that, you don't want to burn that cable, okay? You don't burn the bridge because the situation did not go right. You try to find a way to walk around things, to live in peace with all men. Even as the Bible says, live in peace with all men. You might not like everything that person, that person's principle or ideology, but you don't burn the bridge. And there is this African adage that said, you don't bite the finger that fed you. I believe is a universal adage. So based on those, I was like, what could have pushed Justin to make this kind of prayer to the court? Why could this guy, what? I was asking all of those questions. And I started thinking, okay, for the fact that you're no longer in good terms with your sweetheart in the past, because at some point in their relationship between Cora and Justin Dean, they were sweetheart, they were lovers. It was all, lovey-dovey and all everything. But because there is the love has turned sour, that does not mean you should turn everybody around each party to enemies. But it's obvious that's where the guy was perceiving whatever it is that they had in the past. So when I read the court document, I tried to understand, and I tried to listen to the video that followed the court document. I tried to, be able to understand what could have transpired between these two gentlemen to have warranted this kind of prayer for the court. I couldn't just explain it. I couldn't understand it properly. I said, no, maybe you're so upset with your ex-wife, that is Cora, but that does not mean, like in my place where I am from, men don't join issues most times with women. They don't. Even if the wives are not in good terms, they will still be friends. They will still greet each other. Hi, how you doing? But coming to, group everybody in the same category because you fell out with your ex-wife, that does not define a true man, if you really ask me. Thank you guys for being here. So we're going to read that and we'll be following it as we go in this discussion. And don't forget that your contribution in this discussion is highly appreciated. Your comments will also be read here because I want to make my live streams each time conversational so that we can have diverse opinion. And if you have anything to chip in, I will drop my link for you to jump in. So paragraph 4 of that particular document said, on January 8th, 2023, I believe he was referring to the ex-wife because he doesn't like to call his name anymore. That name is now so sour in his sleep. So he said she brought an entourage of family members to the drop-off pick-off place. And her sister threatened to slap me if I got out of the car. A tall male exited the car and approached me and began to rub Athena's back while I held her in my arms. I was scared and nervous and thought he was going to assault me by his aggressive approach. Mother then took her phone out, pointed it at me, filmed the exchange all offline, which is exactly why DCFs is concerned, among other things. Mountain of Inspiration, thank you for joining me today. Please, guys, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to drop your comments as well. If you are aware of this document, let me know what you know about it. If you know more about this document, we are going to talk about all of that today. So when I read this, being a colored person in America, this is not a good thing for anybody to say, because let's assume that he was acting as Karen and called the police on this gentleman that approached him, and he was scared of his life. He was afraid. And the person came and said, patting your daughter on her back, and you were still thinking and still afraid, and the person did not grab your child and run or something, and you said you were afraid that he was going to assault you because of his aggressive approach. Justin, how could you? I'm not even bringing the case between you and Cora here. I'm talking about you and your fellow man. How could you? How could you? How could you drop so low? How could you be this vengeful? The same man you're referring to as a tall male exited the car and approached me and began to rub Athena's back while I held her in my arms. If somebody wanted to come and assault you, they won't go to start, rubbing the babies on the back or patting the baby at the back. They will come straight to you and give you a feast. Straight up. Men don't have time to come and start, pity party. No. But the thing is this that baffled me the most. This particular male you described like this to the court was the same man that hosted you 3 years ago, 2020, December. You slept on his bed. He took you to his village house. The family made food. They did not delete you or buy you or make you vanish or disappear. After all, you were in a strange land that you have never been before. You went to Africa. Not only were you in his house in Lagos, you went to the village in his local place, his family home. If they had wanted to make you disappear, it would have been very easy. But rather, they gave you a treatment of a lifetime for you to know what it is. Experience Africa in its fullness. They took you down to the village. He gave you his room for you to stay while in his vacation with them. They did not approach you aggressively. You were not scared of him. You were so welcome. So how could you, Justin? How could you turn 360 degrees? The same man you approached, you were very grateful how they gave you a resounding welcome, how they took you to their place, how they gave you a treat while you visited Nigeria. Now the same man came to the US. This is how you described him. Oh, how could you, Justin? This is how you describe the same man that gave you that treatment of a lifetime when you travel overseas, go to strange lands that you don't know, and somebody took you, took care of you, made sure that everything you might need, he provided for everything, your feeding, your housing. You did not pay a dime in accommodation on that trip. You did not pay for food. It was free of charge. Then you came in your court document to describe me a tall male. This tall male you're referring to, you're even taller than this man. You describe him as a trigger kind of call, whereby if this had been a police case, especially for a black man in the US, you describe him in this manner. Honestly, it's so sad to think about it this way. I was like, what could have happened? Even if you're fighting with your wife, for fighting for custody or whatever it is, you could have taken this guy out of it. He just got down to say hi to you. But look at, with good intention to say hi, look at the way you did what? You reacted. Look at the way you treated him. How could you? How could you? You don't pay good with evil. You don't. People say kindness is a muscle, and definitely kindness is a muscle. But what I've come to understand in this world is that some people don't even have kindness. They don't even have it in their lives, in their hearts, in their mind. So you don't give what you don't have. You don't. Somebody that was so kind to you, so nice when you visited, hosted you in Lagos, went back again, hosting you in his village, gave up his bed and his room for your comfort. Then you came to describe him as a tall male, just like the usual Karen we have here in the US. A tall male exited the car, approached me, and began to rub my daughter on the back while I was holding her on my arms. And I was very scared and nervous and thought he was going to assault me by his aggressive approach. Oh, how could you, Justin? You don't pay good with evil. Even if you didn't know how to describe this man, this is not the right way to describe him. And besides, he's not joining you in your custody battle. But now you have made them enemies, obviously. That's just what it is. Thank you so much, UD. You see, UD. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Emma. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to leave me your comment in the comment section. Treasure G's. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for being here. Mary Queen Longman, thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate all of you. When I read this document, because my previous live stream, one of my co-hosts talked about this particular scenario. I said, well, I did not see the document until I see the document, evaluate the document, and then I will be able to come and make a video and give my own interpretation to that issue. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. All right. Darlene, or whatever you call yourself, can you Nigeria stop reporting stuff over and over? Darlene, this is a live stream, and the last time I checked, my name is still Oyoyo, and it's my live stream. So if you come here to talk nonsense, you will not see this live stream again. So if you don't keep your conversation civil, I'm gonna block you, and you'll never see this live stream again. So just to warn you slightly. All right. So why is this important? We need to discuss these things. We need to, because understanding the heart of man is another way of solving a problem. Because if you don't know how somebody is perceiving you, how somebody sees you, how somebody, has taken you into his life, this is the time for you to do that. Maybe for Cheta, maybe he felt, yeah, we were together, body, as per bros. Let me just go and say hi. Then coming to say hi to you, this is the outcome you gave him. This is the response to that saying hi. How could you, Justin? How could you? That was your fellow man, but you already reported him, assuming he had called Popo to come. Definitely they are going to come there, hands up on the air. It becomes a problem because I have men in this society, they know what they face all the time, especially with Karens like this. Especially with Karens like this, where there is no issue, they make issues out of it so that they will land you into trouble. And this is the more reason why I think Cora has understood the person that she is in battle with and she's dealing with it. Because one of her live streams, she said, when you're fighting with someone, is different than when you're fighting with the devil himself. So Cora understood how this guy thinks, what goes on in his mind, his reasoning. After all, they lived together for some time before they even got to this stage. How could you? How could you? How could you join your wife's issue with a different person? This guy doesn't live here. He only visited. And it was right for him to have seen you. Maybe he hasn't seen you since that time. And then try to say hi. He became a tall black male. Just look at the adjective he used to describe me. A tall black male exited the car and approached me. I was scared and terrified because of his aggressive approach. If you want aggression, go to the boxing ring. That's when you see aggression. Men with fists. How can somebody come in to say hi and was busy rubbing the back of the baby you were carrying? The person was not aggressive to the baby. Because when somebody is trying to pat the baby down on the back, hi baby, how you doing? Hi. That became the aggression. When I read this, I said, oh my goodness, this is unimaginable, unbelievable that Justin could come down to this level because of what? You want to get this woman by all means. You want to fight dirty. You don't want to even be civilized. And the last time I checked, if both of you happen to continue to have custody, you're raising two children together. Whether you hate each other or you like each other is your own problem. But these two children, you have to raise them with the understanding that love triumphs. You have to. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to drop my link for us to deliberate on this matter. Thank you guys for being here. And those watching me from Facebook, thank you guys for joining me today. Don't forget to follow my page. And don't forget to leave me your comment in the comment section. Hey, Jasmine is here again. Thank you for being here. Thank you. All right, so let me see if I'll read a few comments and then we'll continue. Okay. So my link is down. If you want to jump in to contribute, feel free to jump in. Linda, thank you for being here. He Linda. All right. Justin must know that it was Nancy's husband. If there is something that I have learned living in North America, it is that when things are good, everybody moves smoothly. When relationship ends, there can be so much anger. Is that the reason? Okay, let me even pin it so it will be easier for me to read. Yeah. Okay. There should be so much anger. Is that the reason that he has led to the end of the child being famed? Okay, that was the reason that led to the child being famed. Okay. I cannot just be that. The family is going to regret everything that they have done. Any parent who tries to alienate the children from the other parent, they will pay for it, whether it is okay. I guess she's still writing. Thank you so much, Jasmine, for writing this. Thank you so much for this contribution. I really appreciate. Let me see. Okay. Hey, Elma, thank you for being here. Thank you guys for joining me today. My link is down. If you want to contribute, let me know so I can get you in to hear your opinion and perspective concerning this. And to all of you watching me today, thank you guys. So the thing is this, they have problems with each other, definitely. Cora and Justin, one person is bickering so much, the other person is feeling like life goes on. Whether they like it or not, you understand, they are accountable to how they raise these children. And when you have so much anger in your mind or your heart towards the other party, definitely one day you're going to talk to the children in a way that you reflected. Maybe the kids will come doing something, being kids. Then you say, yeah, that's how your mother behaved. That's why did you take after your father? They are good because there is so much anger. I've seen people that divorced and everybody walked away in peace. It shouldn't get this dirty. I don't even know what they are fighting for. I don't even know. Custody or get to custody together, co-parent together. Since you guys cannot live together as man and wife, but God has brought you guys together to live as what? Co-parents to two amazing kids. And you owe them every duty, every obligation to raise them right. Because if you don't, guess what? They have a lot of their information already on internet. So by the time they can be able to read and write, they will be able to figure things, how bad you were towards the father, how bad you were towards the mother. They are going to figure those things out. All right. I do have an amazing person here, Trending G's with Octavia Cora. She's a YouTuber and also on Facebook. So do me well to follow her in any of her platforms, just like her name says. Thank you guys for joining me today. So Trending Jays, I know you
Hello,
pointed
host.
this to me, this
Thank you for
particular
having me.
document. At the time, I told you I haven't seen that. I was not aware
Yeah,
of it, so I couldn't throw more light to it. So, what do you think about the whole thing?
host, I really want to start by addressing
Oh,
Justin
I can't
Dean's
even hear
fans.
you.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, I think,
Can
okay,
you
go
hear me?
ahead. I think I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I really want to start by addressing what's going on. Like I can it's echoing or something.
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. I want to start by addressing Justin Dean's fans. Just because you love someone doesn't mean if the person is doing wrong, you will not point it out. And just because someone else is pointing out the wrong that your beloved icon or superstar, public figure, whatever you call that person is, doesn't make that person bad.
Yeah,
That's just what it is. So people saying, you people are, beating this whole matter and all of that. Call a spade a spade. What Justin did was wrong. Because
absolutely.
if you see this post and then you go and see the photo that his sister-in-law, okay, ex-sister-in-law, posted, which is Nancy Ume, where you see Justin Dean and the husband Cheta and those three kids.
Yeah,
Justin is taller than Cheta.
by
Check their
far.
size. Justin is still more, he's muscular. Or if I put it that way, not as if he has any muscle or anything, but at least in
He's
size he's still
bigger.
bigger than Cheta. So how
Yes.
do you describe the hand? Before we even start by analyzing or dissecting how he described Cheta. This is somebody you dined with.
I tell you.
If he wants to mess you up, you went to the village, you are
You would
gone.
have disappeared.
So what are you talking about? You ate their food, you drank from their, they did not put something for you to just evaporate into the thin air.
Honestly.
They waited till now, follow you all the way to US to go and intimidate you. Who are you talking to, a fool?
Honestly.
So the whole thing is, it is obvious that Justin has a motive, and people that are acting like they cannot see it are the same with him. Because just because somebody's, like I used to say, if Cora would have been the one that had done this, we will still say the same thing, that you were wrong, Cora. If she was the one that acted this way, seeing Justin Dean's brothers or family members and refer to them as white
Strangers.
thugs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by you saw a hefty black man?
Honestly.
Somebody you know?
Mm-hmm.
And did he walk like aggressively toward you? You described that he was rubbing the back of your child. Who goes to intimidate someone and the person goes there to first say to you,
And then
oh,
the
good
first thing
morning,
is,
madam. I came here to intimidate you, but I have to count from 1 to 10 and play with all your children before I intimidate you. Really, who does that?
thank you.
They will just push your kids aside and just do what they came there for and leave.
Exactly.
And is he even stupid to do something like that when he knows that he will be putting his sister-in-law in trouble?
Thank you. Thank you.
So it's obvious that Justin wants something, and that something is getting full custody. So he's going to do whatever it takes. He's going to pass through all the back doors, cut all corners just to get there.
Yeah.
So he was wrong.
He wants to play, what we call a race card, describing him as a tall black male, coming aggressively towards me. That's what Karens do here. And it has landed most of them into trouble. I'm gonna give instances that happened. There was this journalist in New York that was during the COVID, because when they opened the door and say you can go outside, and then this guy is a bird watcher, so he goes to the park to watch the bird, and another lady came there with a dog and called 911 on this guy, that the guy was approaching her aggressively, and that was how they came. They kind of ruffled the guy and all of that. Eventually, after investigation, they realized that the woman lied. So the thing is that if this had been a case whereby he was to call the cops and for them to come with this kind of message, it's going to be immediately they get there, your hands off the air, and it's not gonna be easy for that person. When I read that, you were
Exactly. And with what we know about that America.
ah
And
when
with
I
your caller again, mistakenly, they will just accidentally buy you and say, I'm
I
saying
you there.
accidental. You know what I mean? They will do
No,
it
they
on
won't even say
purpose and then they'll
accidental.
say
They
it's
say
an accident.
they ask you to raise your hands up and you did not. You were resisting. That becomes the end of the person. So him playing that kind of card, it doesn't sound or look good for him. Because the last time I checked, Koran a real correct black Nigerian. And the blood of Korah is in the blood of those two beautiful daughters.
Exactly.
Whether you like it or not, the blood has mixed for both of you. So why would you refer them as strangers? People you ate with, you dine with. They took you, not just hosting him in Lagos, they took him to the village. You know how villages are back home. You know, you don't even know where you are, what part of the location you are. They took you there, they made you comfortable. This particular man you were referring as a tall black male exited the car, came aggressive. You were scared for your own life, and you did not run. Right? Is the person the same man that
Very
gave
true.
up his bed? He gave us his room, gave us so that he can be comfortable in his home. So for him to have written this in the prayer he submitted to the court, I was so shocked because I've heard people talk about it, but I like to have my facts ready so that when I talk, I will be able to know, yes, based on this fact before us, that's why we are deliberating today. And then, yeah, this morning, Nancy made a video talking about how many times this guy has taken the ex-wife to court. Or in all of those times, 4 times that Cora had won all the cases. Why are you still pursuing this woman? Is, is there anything he left on Cora that he wants to go and get? Is there anything? Is there anything? Why are you pursuing this? Why can't you co-parent in peace? Why? After going through that document, I say the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can tell? That is the scripture. Because you can't tell me somebody who gave you food, the person did not put anything in your food for you to eat and disappear. The person housed you. You did not pay for any accommodation while you were with them. You did not pay for food. They made sure you had an amazing time in their community. And then they now visited your own country. And this is how you describe the same person. Is it not pathetic? If you had said that she came with her family members and this was not in the arrangement of pick and drop, it would have been different. But for you to add curry and add rosemary, add thyme, add salt, add a bouillon cube, all in the name you want to cook up a story, that doesn't speak well of you. It doesn't. It doesn't speak well of you. No matter what you have going on with your ex-wife, don't take it so deep with people that are not related directly to the problem. Honestly. Jasmine said, Yo, have you seen the video of that drop off? They were talking in the car after they dropped the children off, and there was nothing aggressive in the conversation. They were actually having a good laugh about the whole thing. It was surprising that this has led to a court order. You have to look at the video. You will see there is no malicious intent from Nancy's husband. This is all bizarre. I know, somebody brought this story to me when in one of my live streams, saying that they watched this video, especially those following them, with all their stories. So they watched this video, they saw everything. There was nothing you can think of that happened to compare to what the court document is talking about. When I don't believe in hearsay. I try to get the originality of a particular issue to be able to form my own analysis. So I say, well, I don't know what happened. I did not follow the video. The person narrated what you just said today, Jasmine. Then when I saw this document, and I know what it is for a young black male in this country, when I read this document, I said, oh my goodness, why did Justin go this far? To what extent will this man go just to get Cora? To what extent? To what extent would this man go just to get at Cora? To what extent? The guy meant no harm, just wanted to say hi, bro, and that was it. And then you now went back to file for an order from the court and stated all these things. Describe this man that you shared his home with him. He gave up his bed for you to have a good time while you were in his own home. He took you to his village home, where we call country home, to his country home. They housed you there. They cooked for you for the number of days you were there. He hosted you in his own home in Lagos. And then you came to describe him in this manner. How could you, Justin? How could you? And then somebody will come here to come and tell me, if you're defending Justin, fine and good, defend him. But when you see that he's done something bad, point it out to him. Nobody is above mistake. Nobody. Let him know where he's getting it wrong so that he can amend his ways and get it right. Don't go and fan his ego where he's not getting it right. I made a live stream yesterday calling Cora that she must be very careful. I didn't miss my words. I told her instances that could help her. My audience were here telling her how to be able to, manage the situation pending when she gets a permanent nanny. I don't come here to sugarcoat things. I'm not on anybody's side in terms of no, I have to say things the way I feel things should be. When I see something evil, I call it out. I don't pretend maybe they annoyed him. That was why he went to court and wrote that. That is trash. No matter what it is, there is this thing we call brotherhood. When you have bonded with some, you can bond in friendship, you can bond through marriage. It's not a must you like the person's ideology or follow his ideology or principles, but there should still be mutual respect for each other. People should be civil and kind towards another. I don't see anything that this man did to have been described in this manner in your court document. What did this man do to warrant this? She came with her family entourage, and the man came aggressive. I was scared of my life because I felt that he was going to, assault me. Oh, come on, Justin, you could do better. You could do better. Hi, Nesio Kibo. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to like this video for me. Don't forget to share. I need to have diverse opinion in the comment section. So keep them coming. Definitely, we are going to pin your comment and everybody can read from it. And we're going to as well read them out so that this is a learning place. Every situation in life is a teachable moment. I don't take those things for granted because another person might learn from it and not make the same mistake. That's how I like my life. And so your contribution is well needed. Let me know what you think here, because I'm seeing a lot of people leaving me comments on Facebook, my other videos. You can leave me comment here as well so that I can be able to read them. So host, you can see what Jasmine said here. She said that she watched the video. There was no aggression of any kind, no malicious intent of any kind, that this was so bizarre. What do you think? Did you watch that video as well?
I went to their channels because I wanted to talk about it some days ago, but I went to both Cheta and his wife's channel. I could not find the particular video because, the way people title stuff, if you were not there, you won't be able to. So I didn't find the video. So I watched the other one that I was telling you about. But the particular one where they went to do the drop up, I didn't see it. Okay. So if anybody knows the video, they should share the link with us so we can watch it and dissect it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You see, those that are following them, they know the whole story and they are watching and they are paying attention. If this document hadn't been made on, available online, people wouldn't know. Everybody would go, home with what Justin said. But there are videos. I'm happy there are videos. I'm happy there are conversations that one could lay hands on in terms of going to court. There are evidences, if I will put it that way. There are. Thank you so much, Mary Long Queen. Thank you for being here. Wesley Wife's channel. Thank you for being here. Flavor, thank you. Is on. Okay, Flavor is saying that video is on Cora's page. That's where you're going to. So it has to be, But
Cora, someone said that both of them were live streaming. Cora was live streaming and the sister was also live streaming.
Oh.
And it seemed like the slap where the person talked about the slap was caught on Nancy's own video, not on Cora's video.
Okay. Yeah. I really don't know. Okay, somebody else said I saw the video when Cora dropped the kids off and Justin was not threatened by her brother-in-law. He's full of crap. The man is simply got out of the truck to shake his hand. You see, so people watch this video. So how could this man have described this other guy like? See, people don't know what it is to be a black man and walk around. And you shouldn't be described as a black man in that way because you're suggesting that person is already evil. Maybe he's armed and all of that. Yeah. That is the impression you're putting out there. Aggressive, tall, big, tall. No.
Yeah.
No, people don't know what we go through. Do you know sometimes if our kids are going out, you have to first of all pray for them that they make it back home. It's a tough situation. And then somebody will come and put this in the court document as though they came to attack him. I've never seen wickedness in this form.
But host, you know what? Someday he will get the same taste of what he had just said now because his kids they're not white. Yeah. So there are certain places that they will go to. People will judge them because they have one parent that is a person of color, and they will cry back home to him. Let me see what he tells them then.
Do you think he really those things affect him? Remember when after he brought the whole marital problem to the internet, and then Cora started receiving all kinds of DMs. Some people even screenshot the kids and then wrote on the Cora shared it on her Instagram page and on YouTube as and Facebook as well, saying, "You want to be popular, you want to be famous. Are you ready for this kind of DMs?" They were calling out the children that they are ugly, they are this, they are that. Do you think if that had actually meant anything to Justin, that he would have stopped by now? One would think, right? But that doesn't mean anything to him. It doesn't mean anything to him. Because if that guy wanted to put all this nonsense, the issue of going to court back and forth shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't. They should be concentrating on how to raise this beautiful case together in peace. Because you know what, Cora is not giving up her children, and why can't he just understand it? It will be very difficult for Cora to give up her children, no matter how you push. And Nancy was saying this morning, Cora he has dragged Cora to court 4 times. Out of the 4 times, Cora won all the cases, and that is not telling you stop. You keep pushing, keep pushing. Why are you making a mess of yourself? Why? What? Okay, the latest thing now is that he's threatening Cora on the new book that Cora is writing. She's writing a memoir. And you guys know what memoir is. It's tell it all. Everything about you. Once you're ready to write a memoir, be ready to spill even things that people don't know. So if Cora is writing a book like that, that's the latest they are going through now. He's beginning to threaten. He's beginning to tell them to see if he can stop the book from being published and all of that. But as according to Nancy, that Cora's lawyer, they've gone through the books, they've crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's to make sure that everything is in accordance to the Californian law when you want to write a memoir or want to publish a book. You still have custody battle in court. Now you're chasing Cora for her book. When will you stop, Justin? When? I don't know who is advising him, and all those people is clapping for him on social media. You guys should talk to this guy and tell him the right thing to do. Let him take a break, because it's all over him. He's aging so rapidly. He's stressing where you're not supposed to stress. Honestly, going back to that document, I could not believe it myself. I said, how could this man be this vengeful? How could this man be this mean? How? What did Cheta do to fall into the category? A tall male exited the car and approached me and began to rub my antenna's back while I held her in my arms. I was so scared and nervous. I thought he was going to assault me because of his aggressive approach. What kind of aggressive approach? You now come and be playing with baby first. Aggressive approach, the moment he got there, he pushed on your face. That's aggression. I don't even know what to make out of this man. Honestly, I didn't want to join issues with this whole thing, but I'm beginning to understand why some people are so passionate when they speak for Cora. You understand? It has gone beyond whether Cora is dressing up or is not dressing up. They have come to see that this lady is not just fighting a battle. He's fighting, according to Cora, she's fighting with the devil himself. So at what point will Justin stop? The book own is that he's trying to make sure that the book is not published, but the book is still going on because the attorneys, they've gone through the book with the publishing company and all of that. They are still going to publish the book. They've dotted, according to Nancy, they've dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's, make sure everything is in accordance to the law in California when you want to write a memoir. Why is he chasing this girl up and down? If you think that she's going to spill as far as they're divorced, so you can't say you have spousal confidentiality. You've lost it the moment the marriage is over. So she can speak her mind, what her experience was with you. Definitely, the law is not saying you have all those anything you put shared in secret deposit when you're still married. But as long as you're no longer married, the person can write her personal experience. That is what memoir is all about. Her personal experience why married to this man. I can't even wait to buy that book. Definitely, I'm going to buy the book from Amazon and I'm going to digest the book and then come here to as well get a reaction from my audience. So anybody telling me otherwise, let me know what you think in the comment section. So I read this document where he called Cheta, a tall man, a male, exited from the car, approached me and began to rub Athena's back while I held her in my arms. I was scared and nervous and thought he was going to assault me by his aggressive approach. So if you think otherwise, that how he described a man that hosted him 3 years ago, gave up his room, his bed, to make sure that you're comfortable in his home. And after that, he took you to his country home to entertain you further, gave you maximum enjoyment when you went to Africa. The same man is what you describe here. That goes to show the depth and the heart of Justin Dean. So, hosts, do you think this guy meant well at all for the mother of his children?
I don't even think he loved her from the beginning.
Yeah, with
This
all
guy
that.
just went there. He saw that Cora would be something. You know, some people are very good in guessing. So I believe when he met her, he knew that Cora will have this weight and he wanted to grow his business. So yeah, done and dusted. Now he's ready to trash and do everything to put her down. It's just obvious. Because at what point do you say enough is enough? Let me just stop and consider my children. At what point?
Yeah.
And you keep going, knowing fully well that these children will grow and they'll be able to see these things online. What? How do you explain yourself?
Hmm.
I saw on Cora's live video when Cora talked about when he picked up their daughter and said to their daughter, "Your mom is a cunt." Who says that to their own child? Yes, Cora
Excuse
said it
me?
on.
What did you
Yes,
say?
Cora said it on her live stream that once they were quarreling, and he picked up their daughter and held her in the air and said to the baby that the mom is a C word. So that's the kind of thing you say to your daughter. She's growing up.
Hmm.
That child will not grow up and she will not have self-esteem. She will not have anything because you as a man, you've brought her mother
Destroyed us
down to zero.
already. Yeah.
All
Hmm.
because you're trying to be vengeful. The guy is not thinking. He's not smart. He's not. It's terrible.
It is indeed terrible, honestly. It's not even something one can imagine overnight. It's not something, you know, when I say there is a thin line between love and hate, people like, at what point? Because the question I asked somebody before, at what point would you say that love, I love you, turn 360 degrees to I don't love you anymore? At what point? What could be that could make you, lose that thing just like that and get even bitter? Because this guy is so sad, he's so bitter towards the ex-wife and anything that relates to the ex, he is so bitter. It's time to move on. Now you've tried an African woman, it didn't work. Go get yourself some chick from your place. Maybe that will work for you. And he did not. Remember the last time he flaunted one Nigerian girl as well. To people were like, "Whoa, is there anything
Just
that
to
you?"
pepper Cora now, but
I
Cora didn't care.
honestly, he flaunted a Nigerian lady. Is it that Nigerian is where they have all the best chicks in the world? What is going on with this guy? Hey, Joe, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Pepe said the way he's treating Cora now and the lies shows how he has been dealing with Cora in the marriage. It seems Justin is a pathetic liar. Mama, you can say that again. You can say that again. Honestly speaking, when you think about this whole thing, you find out that this man has no love whatsoever for this lady. No love whatsoever. I don't even know how I'm going to say that or how I'm going to explain it, but you can't be fighting, continuously fighting. You've gone to court 4 times. In out of the 4 times, you lost all. and you don't want to rest. Now you're not trying to sue for defamation about the book that is yet to be published. You don't even know what the person said. You don't know what the person wrote, but you're already working yourself up, gingering your attorneys. They had to do this. They had to do. No, wait until the book is published. Then, if there is anything you feel that was said out of the ordinary, then you have a case. But let him remember, if thinking he's gonna have a case, once there is no marriage between the two people, it's going to be what? Over. It's going to be over soon. So, host, what do you think that is gonna happen here?
Well, I think you can write your book. I don't know anywhere or any country where they said you're not supposed to write a book about something that concerns your own life. Not as if she said, I'm coming out to write about my ex-husband. She said she wants to write about her own side of the story. Let him go and write his own side. So
Good.
even if he sues, I don't think anything is going to come out. And I believe her lawyers and all the people that are supposed to, to go through the books and do all the necessary stuff will be very careful to make sure that she doesn't put anything that they will be able to read and say, this is defamation of character or whatever. So let him keep
Absolutely.
suing. He has been suing, right? And this last one, look where it landed him. The last one landed him in the big empty house that he bought, that Atina and June will not be seen in social media. So let's see where that one will land him. At the end, he will sue and get to a point where he will land himself in jail.
Honestly, I'm writing something for you. All right, did you get it? Host, are you there? Hello, host. Okay, I think she's muted. Honestly, just like my co-host said, yeah, he's been going to court. Let him continue to go to court, and this one as well. I'm happy Nancy, pointed out that everything is done nicely. The lawyers are working with Cora. They're making sure that all the laws are intact and everything are going according to the law of the state, so they don't have to make any mistake. And this guy, if he thinks that um okay, this is the link. All right, so Mel, if you're still at the background, Jasmine just dropped the link of that particular video on my chat, so you can be able to click on that link to watch that video to see for yourself what really transpired. And I'm gonna do the same after this live stream. Okay, you guys are simply amazing. I have a lot of people here watching me. Don't forget to like this video for me. Don't forget to leave me your comments as well. I need to read that for my audience. So you one will begin to ask, at what point do you really get so pissed in a divorce situation? Is it that you don't remember the fact that you could still have children together, at least to reserve some things? You don't just burn the bridge completely because you don't want to cross that path. Nobody's asking the both of them to reconcile. But for the sake of the children, you should reserve something. You should keep something. At least let there be something that you can remember. Let there be something that you can hold on to. Let there be something that, okay, fine, at least she's not all that bad, but she's good in this angle. And then fight without being bitter. There is no gain from being bitter. Fight without being bitter. If you want 50-50 custody, let the court help you guys in getting that. And concentrate on raising your children. That is what is most important. On raising your children and not fighting endlessly every time you're in court. At what point will you say, you know what? I need to take a break. I need to take some moment, even if it's 1 month, to reflect on my life and see how I can forge it ahead. There is no point going back and forth with this young lady. She is busy dancing herself out on social media. Then, if you cannot relate the fact that she's on social media all the time, the kids are no longer going to be there. So it's time for you to focus on something and stop making permanent enemies. Honestly. Okay, Joe said he's driving. All right, Joe, thank you for joining me today. Please be careful out there and concentrate on driving, please. All right. Aster said the worst thing is when
Oh,
a woman
sorry,
says,
host. I was trying to call return from the private chat and I knocked myself out.
"Oh, so sorry about that." Okay, so you're going to take this comment for me, okay? Give me 1 second. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. So, yes, Aster said the worst thing is when a woman says, I'm done, but the man, he is still thinking on you. He follows you everywhere, do scary things to let you come back. You are absolutely right. But in this case, do you even think that he wants her back or he just wants to tarnish her image? Because if you ask me, that is what it looks like. Because who wants to go back to someone that is treating you this way in public eyes? We're not even talking about someone that is doing this in private. So even if you're coming out to talk, probably you might not even have evidence because the person might be so smart in covering their steps. You just know how some people will just be doing things to you, but even when you speak, you will not have enough evidence. So some persons might believe you, but everybody might not, because people will tell you, present evidence that this person did ABC, as you're saying. But the way Justin came out, and I keep referring everyone to the beginning of this whole story, the way Justin came out, after your wife just put to bed, the baby has just landed. You didn't even wait for Atina to even breathe. The next thing, you were on social media blasting her, and to think that he was so quick to call her a narcissistic person, and she has what personality and disorder, or how many, I don't know how many problems he said she had, and talked about how she cheated. He was stressing. Come to find out, he also did the same thing, but he never mentioned that he also cheated. So if you're coming out to bash somebody and you're also guilty of that same thing, why won't you just come out and say, okay, I'm also guilty? When a lot of people even gave Justin the benefit of doubt, if Justin was someone that was reasonable, what he should have done was just calm down, sort it out, just do your divorce thing quietly, because there are thousands, or should I say millions of people worldwide that has gotten divorced. And not every time people come out. And when I spoke about this, there's also a Nigerian celebrity called Ireti Doyle. She's been divorced since. If she'd not gone through this show to talk about it, nobody would have even known. She maintains her surname. Her husband, which is Patrick Doyle, I think he was a presenter. Nobody knew. So Justin would have been able to do the same. For the way Justin came out and kept, remember they said it is not a joke. If you all remember that post he did on Instagram,
Yeah.
a lot of people were thinking, I think this is a joke, but I think
I
people
said
had some
so.
kind of respect
I
for
said it
Justin.
was a joke. I initially said
Exactly,
it was
host.
a prank because the reason why I said that, I said no, Justin is a professional, that he knows he wouldn't do that on social media. Come to tell the whole world that you're divorcing. He knows where to go get divorced, which is the court. I gave him a line. I took him, so it put him in a very high esteem, thinking I was dealing with a human being, only for him to come back and say it was no joke, that everything he said was true. I was shocked to my bones. I say, wow, wow, wow. Honestly. Yeah, Patience is asking me in how. You're asking me mean how? Okay, you might need to go rewind and watch a little bit from the beginning, then you'll be able to follow the thoughts we are discussing here. I can't go back to, saying what I already said before. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, you can go back and watch a little bit. It's not too long for you to rewind and watch, so you can follow my thoughts here. All right. So the thing is this, no matter how you look at it, it's like you're crying over spilled milk. The whole thing is over. The marriage is over. You guys are not ever going to get back, unless if God help them to reconcile. Because I've seen couples, they divorce and then in the future they realize they couldn't do without each other. They will come back and then the marriage continues. But the way they are fighting so dirty, I don't see that happening anytime soon. And secondly, for him to have written those comments in the prayer for court, not just he wrote to a friend. It wasn't a text message to a friend. You understand? This is a legal document. And that is how you refer to someone that just came to say hi to you, someone that housed you when you visited his country, someone that took you to his country home and gave up his bed for you, gave you a space to stay, made sure they took care of you, fed you while you were with them. At that point, they were no strangers, right? They were brother-in-law, whatever. But because they came now to visit your own country, this is how you refer to them in your own court document. I mean, how could Justin do that? Antoinette, thank you, Mama. Thank you, beautiful, for the super chat. I really appreciate. Thank you, thank you, thank you for always coming here to
God
share your
bless you.
thing.
God bless you. God bless you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. May your pocket not run dry. Thank you so much.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you. So,
Multiple doors are opening for you. Okay. Thank you so
amen.
much.
Amen. So, host, when you look at it and you find out that thing, when the scripture talk about the heart of a man, you understand, people take those things, for granted. But I tell you, the Bible can never be taken for granted. The heart of a man, who can tell, is desperately wicked. And that's simply what it means. I might be thinking that we are friends, and then you're giving me that impression that we are not friends. I guess by now, Chete said that was it for me. The moment he read that document, he said, wow, was that what this guy thought about me? When you are just trying to be nice to someone, and the person is giving you this in return, he does not speak anything good about this man called Justin. Um, Esther said he let know people he's a okay. Let me see if I can understand. He let people know he is great, even when he was giving her a phone after he destroyed. I'm not getting this right, but he shows it with a flower. You can see Cora's eye, even though she didn't say it. Hmm. Host, can you make meaning from this? I don't think everything is in sync here, so I'm trying
Okay.
to.
I'm gonna let me turn off
Yeah,
this door here. Okay. Let's see. He let maybe maybe he lets people know or what?
yeah, he could be. He let people know he's
He,
great.
yeah. Even when he was giving her a phone after he destroyed, maybe he destroyed her phone
Phone, and
and
then
he
bought
was
her
pretending
another
he was a
phone,
good guy, trying to get her a new phone as if it's a gift, like, normal as normal people do.
uh-huh,
But he
a
showed it with a
flower.
flower. You can see Cora's eyes, even though she didn't say it.
Okay.
Okay.
So that means there was an action that happened. Her phone was
Yeah.
destroyed and all of that. And then he tried to buy a new phone, brought. People can do anything to. Why I was away for a few minutes, my daughter has a debate, and they are just about stepping out to go for debate at school. So she just texted me. I had to
Oh,
get
really?
the time and place. That was why I went.
Success, success. Go
Honestly,
show them, girl.
honestly. So you see, people that know Justin and Cora's story even before this whole thing, they are there to give you details about what is going on, what happened, and all of that. Like we said here, if you see your fan, or rather your favorite, doing something wrong, you understand, you should be able to tell the person to do something right. That what you did is wrong. How you took this person is wrong. Call a spade, talk to that person, and that's the way for the person to learn. Nobody knows it all. You can't see somebody doing something bad and then you say that is the best way to go about it. No, you can't. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Yes, there was a video where he brought Cora a new phone. She seems super upset, but we couldn't understand why. Come to find out that they thought and he broke. Okay, they fought and he broke the phone. You see, you see, this thing called marriage is funny. Marriage is
And
not
then he brought the phone to the replacement on camera for the whole world to see.
to see. You
Why
see,
did he put the fight too? Come on, man.
That is it. That is it. You know, the days of cover up is over. It's by the time Cora's memoir, it's by the time it hits online, I will be among the first to buy because people are going to devour that book. If you went have live stream, that was what people were asking. When is the book going to be out? Is it going to be on Amazon? How do we buy? How do we buy? How do we buy? People are waiting to read what happened truly because it wasn't everything she showed on the internet when it was happening. But right now people want to know more, especially with this kind of documents flying up and down. Justin, you've been filing for ex parte for only God knows how, and that was not enough for you, you know. So it is it's really something of a big concern. If you really ask me, it's something of a big concern. That document, that prayer he made in his court document referring to Echeta in that manner is the height of it for me. It is the height of it. It shows a man so desperate who can stop at nothing to get what he's looking for. But I'm so glad that things are not working out the way he planned it. And I really pray that he doesn't get full custody of these children because Cora wants to be in the life of her children. She wants to watch them grow. She wants to mark every milestone. Those are the memories that you live for. Those are the things that encourage you to wake up every morning when you remember you have two little ones to take care of. It will wake you up from bed. Even when you're dragging your good self out, that responsibility will wake you up because you have to make sure there is food for them to eat. They have to brush their teeth, clean their body. You have to do those things. And when they start teething, you want to be there when they lose the first tooth, when they lose the second one, all the dental visit. This is not something you want to deprive a mother from, unless if that woman is not fit to be a mother. And as far as Cora is concerned, Cora has remained a good mother. The only thing people don't like about her is because of the way she dresses. That's why most people hate on her. Apart from that, there is nothing to hate on this girl, if not the way she dresses. That's all. Pepe said that was long ago when people didn't know they were having problems. Yes, you know, people are beginning to remember. Just like they say, internet doesn't forget. People are beginning to put one or two together to remember that what happened in the past. Why Cora was surprised they bought you a phone and a flower, and you wearing you know, you were just carrying your face. People are beginning to put those things into, you know, put the puzzles together to make up their own mind. So the thing is this: no matter how you think, yeah, I want to get this woman, I want to, by all means necessary, I want to make sure she suffer. The person suffering at the point you're putting all those things down, telling the lawyers what you want and all of that, writing all those, you know, vengeful things, is your heart that is suffering, is your body that is suffering. You're adding a lot of things into your body, and that is what is suffering. The next thing, you start aging overnight. The next thing, a lot of things will start going bad in the system because you don't have that peace of mind, because you're always looking for how to, you can pin a fault on this person, what they will do for you to say yes, they faulted here. It doesn't make you relax. You're always on the edge looking for what to hold this person for, how to drag this person, how to take the children away from this woman so that she will cry forever. What do you stand to gain? It's not that this lady is doing drugs. It's not that she's an alcoholic. It's not that she's a chronic smoker. None of those. She cooks for her children. She takes care of them. You know, the list is endless. Just think about it. Think about the damage you're causing to yourself, if I will put it that way. Everything is not until you win. Sometimes you lose some, and count your losses and move on. Don't go looking for people to drag into your story. Sometimes count your losses, move on. Honestly, I can't even begin to imagine. I read that story, I was like, oh my goodness, this is like what we during I think it was the TMZ or whatever that started calling those kind of people Karens, and it became a national thing. Any part of the state in the US, we call them Karen. All those people that will say, um 911 emergency, what are you calling about? Yeah, there is a tall black man, aggressive looking, coming after me. We call them Karens. They are crying false. Everything they are reporting, when you investigate it, you find out that there is no truth in those statements. And that's exactly what that document, reads to me. When I read it, when I tried to understand it, that was exactly the interpretation. A tall black man. The last time we checked from the pictures posted online, Justin was still taller than this man, and you're still bigger than this man, still heavier than this man. Cheta is what, lightweight, but you described him the manner that will make anybody, wow, his life was really in danger. Your life was in danger, really? And what happened? How could you do that, Justin? How? How could you? Thank you, Nkechi Cynthia. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your thumbs up. I do appreciate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pepe said
You're
for
welcome,
Justin,
NK.
yeah. Pepe said for Justin to have lost 4 cases, the court would have known that he's a liar and he's a very problematic person. I tell you, I don't even know how the court is going to determine this one.
But I think Cora said the court dropped some of the cases. Do we
Imagine.
also count that as loss?
Yes,
Or
now, if the court drop it, that means the court did not see any reason why to pursue that. That means he
yeah.
lost.
Wahala, we're scared. But you know what? I'm actually happy for Cora that Justin is doing this because there are lots of things that she has said that people called her a liar. But with his actions now, he's only proving her right.
Yeah, you have
Because
a point there.
somebody that fights this dirty in the public,
Mm-hmm.
tell me what that person cannot do in private when eyes are not watching.
Absolutely. That's why he was so afraid of the memoir. And he's now
Yeah.
fighting about the memoir because the girl is ready to spill what she went through. And because it's her personal experience, the law backs you up when you want to write about your personal experience. You understand? The girl is writing about what she went through. And that's why he is not so happy with this new book. I think Cora said the book is coming out when? Is it the 1st of February or something? His book is coming out very soon.
Yeah, I think the ending of this month or by the first week of February. Yeah.
You see? So that's the new one now. Dance 87. Thank you for being here. I don't know if you remember who I am. Dance 87. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. AH said there is a restraining order hearing set for 2nd of February. I just checked their case online. Wow. So this, oh my goodness, this is not a good way to start the new year. Back and forth. January they have a case. Now February they will continue until when? Well, maybe until their daughter is 6 years old. Then everybody will rest. I don't even understand this man and going back and forth to court. I don't understand why he kept filing for. I don't even know what he's filing for now. The next one he's going to file now is about the book.
But you remember what Cora said in one of her live stream when she was talking, she was angry, and she was almost crying. She said something that he started threatening her from when she was pregnant. That he was always telling her that he's going to take her children from her, including the baby in her stomach.
Whoa.
That every time they fight, every time they have argument or disagreement, whatever at home,
Mhm.
that is the thing he always tells her, I'm going to take the kids from you, including the one in your tummy.
You
So
know
he's
why
just
he could
trying
say
to
that?
make the threat.
Yeah, he could say that very easily. First of all, Cora is a black woman and you're fighting with the other side. And second, maybe Cora, I don't know if Cora is a citizen yet or not, but I think she's not yet because the last time she traveled, she went with green passport. So those are the reasons why he said once I go, maybe he was thinking once I go to court, I'll get everything I want. After all, the court will be in my favor. I am this, I am that. But it doesn't work that way anymore, especially when you have the facts, when you have evidences to back up your case. It doesn't work like that. Some point, Cora is going to get judgment at some point, even if all the things he's throwing at her right now, the court is going to look at everything to determine whether Cora is a fit mom or whether Cora is not a fit mom. And from every indication, people can testify to the fact that this lady is a fit mom. So there is no point you dragging her up and down. And I don't see why this guy is so bitter. Or let's see if there is something else. He just wanted to take the children out from her so that they will not have anything else to do with their mother. Never again. Maybe that's what he planned, but is it gonna work for him? I doubt. I so much doubt it.
But
I so
host,
much.
to even think that at the beginning of this whole thing, when he came out with those first videos, a lot of people were on his side. If you remember, a lot of
Yeah,
people
you know
thought Cora
why?
was guilty.
Yeah, you know why? When you see a quiet person and you see somebody who is all over the place, who will you believe first? You think that person all over the place is the one looking for trouble. That's what
Exactly.
you think. And because of the way Cora dresses, people say that one, that girl is, of course, the way she's opening her legs everywhere and all of that, she will be the one that is the trouble. Not knowing the reverse is the case. People talk about the way Cora dance, the way Cora dance. One of the things that I like to watch during the Winter Olympics is this what's it called again? What's that sport they use a skating thing to do? I can't remember what is called now. The skating ice sports, where you see ladies come and wearing all their tutus. That is the sport I like to dance. I like to watch. When they will raise
Oh,
their
really?
legs up, and you not only seeing whatever it is there. Of course, that is the attire for that
Exactly.
sport. That is the attire for that sport. So when the story broke online, they say for the man to have cried, men don't cry, men don't cry. For the man to have cried, that means Cora is this, da 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 da. No, no, men don't cry, men don't cry. This one is not among those men that don't cry.
This one, a lie, men don't cry.
Honestly, I don't even know what to make out of him. Pepe said maybe he wants Cora to keep to keep spending unnecessarily, yeah, in lawyers, since he couldn't get those money from her, but that would be wickedness. It's possible because attorney's fees here, you don't even want to go there. You don't even want to go there. He is restraining, who is restraining order against? The restraining order is against Cora now. That's everything he's doing is against Cora. Who else? Is it for both parents to stay away from each other? Is it that if that is so, how will they do their drop off? Is it no, I'm not sure they have any restraining order against them because they will continue to do the drop off. But I believe in the past one of them must have filed a restraining order. But the case they have now is still custody. Justin is asking for 100% custody of the children because the court gave them a 50-50. Yeah, Jasmine got it right. Figure skating, that's still my best sport in Winter Olympics, figure skating. What do they wear to do figure skating, if I will ask? They wear barely nothing except pantyhose. Everything is out there. Everything is out there. So the thing is this, no matter how you fight, if that issue is not in your favor, you can, because you consistently file a lawsuit against someone, that does not make you to win. It does not determine the winner. So the thing is, Justin to just start, counting his losses and figuring out how to move on with his life. What he wrote about, host, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, please go on.
Ah, okay. So the whole thing is, I don't think Justin will stop, and I do agree with what Pep is saying. It does seem like he really wants to run this lady down, and I also think that when this whole divorce thing started, Justin wanted to send Cora back home. Do you understand? Like he wanted to finish her money, make sure that she has nothing left, take the kids, and Cora will be frustrated and return back to Nigeria. But since everything is not working the way he planned, it's making him so upset that he's filing and filing and filing and filing. Anything that just comes to his mind is like, okay, Did a cockroach run by today? Let me go and tell the court. Just anything at all. And at this point, I feel like the court is even getting exhausted from receiving all these reports that are referred to as nonsense reports. Because at a point, if you hear Justin talk, you can feel the arrogance in his voice and everything. So the fact that he has not been able to run Cora back to Africa, it is really pissing him off. I don't think he sleeps very well at night. That's the only thing he's thinking about, making sure that Cora doesn't make money anymore. And maybe he will, you know what, people like him, because he's exhibiting, not that we're calling him name, he's acting like a narcissistic person. So the fact that everything he has done, Cora is acting like you're not even existing, you're not here.
Yeah.
It makes him so upset. When you get so angry, like you want to hit your head on the wall, that's the point where Justin is at. So he doesn't even know what else to do. That's why he's filing nonsense lawsuit up and down. And I believe it will get to a point where the court will just tell him, okay, Oga, you don't do, rest. It's getting out of hand.
Honestly, you're so right there. You're so right. It may be because he's not succeeding, and the thing is pissing him off. You think, yeah, I am a male, I am a Caucasian, blah blah blah. It doesn't work that way anymore. It doesn't work that way. You have to come with serious, cogent reasons for you to win a case, not with all those flimsy excuses. Is coming up. I saw that the baby was asking for food, and the mother did not. That will not grant you anything from the court. It will not. It will not. See, after we made that last live stream we did before, not the one of yesterday, my daughter is 9. She just turned 9. She wanted a particular meal, which I fed her. By the time she into the meal, she said she was tired of eating. I said, okay, fine. The moment she dropped the plate, you know what she said? Mommy, I'm hungry. I want to eat popcorn. I said, really? So if Justin had heard me now, they would call the court on me that I'm not taking. I said, you just finished eating dinner
Okay.
and you want popcorn. No, because in my house, there is a rule about popcorn, being that it's not a healthy food. So
Yeah.
popcorn is maximum twice in a month. You understand? So you cannot exceed that time. She said she want popcorn. I said, no, it's not happening. You just had dinner. So kids will always be kids. They will always say things. And not because they are saying it, that doesn't mean the child has been starved. So I don't even know what he's looking at as the reason for his cases, but hopefully we'll be following that. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for being here. Jacqueline, thank you for being here. Checker TV, yay! Thank you, beautiful. How are you doing down there? I hope you're holding on fort. Thank you guys for being here. So Jackie said, Cora, let's read it. Cora is bigger. That's She wouldn't let that happen. Absolutely. Cora has moved on. That's just the truth. The girl has moved on. She has moved on. I believe you see how this life is. When Cora was struggling on social media, trying to break the grounds, you understand, with her music and everything, while she was still married to this guy, little did she know that divorce would make her this popular. Little did she know. When
Exactly.
the man was bringing it to social media to pull her down. That same thing they tried to pull her down is what is making her a global name. The whole of
Very true.
YouTube, Cora Obidi is trending. The whole of Facebook, Cora Obidi is trending. Any
Exactly.
platform, type Cora Obidi is among the trending topics.
Even
So,
the hashtag, when you
yeah,
type the hashtag, the number of people you see compared to other people, including him
absolutely.
or Gary Potter,
Okay,
he doesn't
reporter,
have to.
you brought this thing and you meant it to damage her and all of that, to give her less credibility online, for people to stop following her, but they even showed her massive love. Yesterday she proved everything to Cora, that she has so much supporters online. She was crying, according to her sister, in tears when she called her sister. Did you see my live stream yesterday? 5 hours online, back to back. And come and see massive love. Come and see people giving her stars on Facebook like never before. The girl was shocked to her bones. She couldn't even talk anymore at some point. She was like, unbelievable, unbelievable. I can't believe this love is too much. It's too much. It's too much. When somebody plans something against you, God will turn it around to your favor. That's what the scripture says. That which they have planned against you, He's going to disappoint the enterprises of men. You understand? For your own good. And that is the truth. Margaret, thank you for being here. Margaret said the man is evil. My children also say the same thing. After eating, they will still say they are hungry. I don't even know what to make out of that. The kids should stop saying it because it's causing a problem now, leading to full custody request. See, Mama Z said the same thing. Mama Z TV. After they finish eating, they'll tell you, I'm hungry. I told my daughter, you're hungry. If Justin Dean had heard you now, she would have gone to court.
He will call the police, call social service, call the court and everything.
Who is that? I said, don't worry, you don't need to know. Thank you guys for being here. Margaret, thank you. He's transparent to Cora and he's angry. Yeah, he can be angry for all I care right now. He really can be angry. After what he wrote about somebody that was kind to you, no, I don't think I'm gonna see, or let's see if he proves me otherwise that he's not evil. That guy is mean. He's mean spirited. Um, that man is just trying all he can to get money out of Cora. He's just wicked. Honestly, people are saying this. So wait, though, so there is this thing they say that Cora paid him $50,000. I don't know what the $50,000 was for. Was it for spousal settlement or was it for Cora's tuition or what was the money for? I really don't understand that part. I don't
I
understand
don't
that.
know. I didn't see that on any this.
The last time on my
It
live stream,
happened recently.
no, that was after they gave them divorce. Cora had to pay that money. And when she finished
Oh,
paying, she said she came on live and said, it's over. Thank God, dusted. Even the sister said, can you people that are busy abusing Cora, saying this about Cora, can you afford to pay that kind of money she paid to an ex-husband? So I don't know
wow,
what the money was for. I didn't even know the amount that was paid until my few live streams ago when somebody said it was $50,000. I was like, wow,
wow.
wow,
Oh
wow.
boy.
On a
And yet he's still
Caroline,
nagging.
welcome. And
What
you say,
else does he want? Her kidney?
I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I wish somebody can explain that to me, what this guy wants from this girl. I don't know. Is it that she should stop breathing and cry because of him? Huh. Hmm.
Well,
I
it's
don't know.
possible that he knows how much she makes.
Yes,
So
now we
milking
don't
her
know.
dry is part
Wait,
of it.
how did she know when Cora was doing all this social media thing? It was Justin's account, bank account that she had on her access.
Oh, ah.
So when Cora,
So
when
he
the
saw all
he
the
saw
traffic
everything,
coming in cash wise.
he saw it,
Ah,
and that's one of the things that motivated him to start his own Facebook going live and all of that. Those were one of the
wow.
reasons. The guy knew Cora was making money and all, but Cora is a musician. You understand?
Then it's possible that envy and all of that is involved in this thing. It's not
That's
only
what
hate.
people said initially. Now, when they even at the first lawsuit, that's what people said is because of the money that he saw that Cora was making a lot of money. But I didn't want to join issues with them because it was too personal. We allowed them to solve their problem. You understand? The reason why we're talking about it now because he is still pushing. You got 50-50 custody. Move on with it. But it's not enough for him. And how could you be asking for full custody from a woman that is responsible and wants to be in the life of her children? That is what got me into this thing. That is really what you have 50-50. Go with it. But that was not enough. You want more. You want her
Oh,
to cry.
oh, check the comment from Joan. I
Okay.
think Joan is answering the question you asked
Okay.
about the money she paid, the fifty
Okay.
thousand. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Grave. Thank you for joining us today. Let me pull up John's comments quickly and see. Oh, there are a lot of comments that I
Have you
missed.
seen it?
Aha. The 50,000 was divorce settlement. She had to pay him. Hi, child. Whoa. And she paid
The
this.
the one I'm talking about, this person said, I read somewhere that the 15,000 naira was return of money he used to bring her to America.
Oh, equalization money. Cora made more than him. So when they separated their assets, she had to pay him. For instance, Cora assets were are what 50 that he will be paying 50. She had to pay him 50. Yeah, I know about that spousal settlement when the
But
other.
Chinelu is also saying that the 50,000 was for Cora paid it for attorney fees. So there's so many stories now. We need to do more digging. Everybody have different stories.
Wow. Okay, see, this one Linda talked about here made a lot of
Yeah.
sense. You understand? Remember they met
Oh,
in Asia, I think China precisely.
yeah.
Maybe, okay, fine, if you can pay for my ticket and all of that, it could be. But in any way you look at it, I know about
But how
spouse.
can it cost 50,000 to come from Asia to America or from Africa to now? Wow.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Maybe it wasn't just 50,000. Maybe
Hmm.
there were monies. But what I'm looking at it as spousal settlement in the sense that if you earn more, you'll be the one that
You
will
pay,
pay
yeah.
the other
That
party.
would
That's
make
what
more
I
sense
see.
because no traveling from 50,000 is too much.
Linda, trust my Niger people. They know they carry last. Linda, don't sum it up for me again. 36 million 500.
Hey, oh boy, 36 million,
6 million
man.
naira
Oh
500.
goodness,
Now so young girl pay for man,
can
and
you
the man
imagine?
no gree leave am alone.
Hi, that make
This
me
is
eye they red
unbelievable.
constant.
This is unbelievable, Linda. You've
Red
come to
eye,
pass
red eye.
already. Linda, your hands were so fast. Ooh. If you do it with
Wow.
820, when Naira was 820, it would be 41 million. So Linda was even fair doing it at 720. Hi. And this man no one leave this girl alone. Abba now, that is too
Okay.
much.
Equalization said some here. AH equalization said Cora made more than him. So when they separated their asset,
Mhm.
she had to pay him. For
Yeah,
instance, Cora assets are worth 150K
50.
and his is 50K. She has to pay him. This is
Hmm.
my understanding. Okay.
Yeah, I know of that, honestly. But look at it now. This girl, doled out this money and wrote a manager's check or got
Man.
take, and you collect, you
And he doing
go
collect.
back, go deposit it, and you're still pushing this girl. You want
No
her to go
minor.
bankrupt?
Call yourself man. Saying get bola. Come on, get
No
out
wonder
of here.
they were calling him out that he was lazy, he's this, he's that. No wonder. It's making sense now. It's making sense. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, sweet Joe Sweet, all of you. Thank you for putting in on this because Priska, thank you for being here. Oh my God. Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay. Your name is AH. I thought the AH and the equalization is together.
No,
When
no,
I read
no,
it,
it's not.
sorry.
Wow. See what Jacqueline said here. Jacqueline said Justin thought he had a dummy, and when he realized he had a queen on his team, that was stupid. That was a stupid dumb man. I guess that's what he wanted to write. He paid $50,000 for bringing her to America. You see, there are so many. Okay, Cora talks in her videos, so we wouldn't know the full details. Honestly, this is. Am I surprised?
Yeah.
No. And do I
And
know Cora?
the problem with her is she only responds to people that give her stars. That one,
Yeah,
but that one, they body.
yeah.
If not, not to ask her.
Uh-huh. Jasmine said, when I divorced my then husband, the court ordered me to pay support for him each month to help with the support of our teenage son. I actually know that he made more than I did, but when the court gives an order, you just follow. He makes the more than you did. You're paying. Okay, child support, yes, but this one is not child support. So that
Wait,
fifty
even if
thousand.
host, are you saying even if the person makes more than you have to pay child support to the person? I thought it's the person that makes more that pays child support.
No, you have to contribute too because you're making
Oh,
income. You have to
wahala.
contribute based on your income. It's supposed to be two of you that will raise the child, right? But whereby the marriage is no longer together for the two, just like Jasmine said here, the man makes more money, but because of their teenage son, the court ordered that she to pay child support, which she did. But this Justin zone is something else. I would have to, I would have I would have to run away. I'm not paying. And Jasmine,
You go to jail.
are you
If you don't pay,
serious?
you go to jail.
Are you kidding me? You would have run away, right? Sincerely speaking, when I heard that Cora paid that from Nancy, I was like, this me payment 50,000 grand. You guys know how much that is. Thank God Linda gave us information in Naira.
And every day I wake up, I'm gonna curse you.
I
Every
tell you,
every time I remember the money, I
wow.
will just be swearing. Everybody around me will be thinking, who are you even talking to? So don't bother yourself. Man, that's a lot of money.
Hmm.
And yet he's still doing all of this. Like, I
Wow.
don't know, man.
I don't even understand this guy anymore. I don't
At
even know.
all.
Okay,
Maybe
if
he
you want,
wanted more. Who knows? Maybe in his court papers, maybe he requested for more, but the court felt it was reasonable to ask Cora to pay 50. So
okay,
he's
look
still
at what
angry that the remaining
Grace
part
said.
he didn't get, what he
Yeah,
asked for.
look at what Grace said. He said, what happened to Cora Obidi was just like mine. I have
Oh,
two
wow.
boys for my husband. He left me with my kids and take everything from me. Now I'm happy because I've moved on with my kids 7 years now. He has not seen them. Wow. You see? When women relate with Cora's story, people don't understand it. It baffles people. People will be like, why are you relating to that girl? Because she's naked. She's always, why are you so? No, it's not just supporting her. People have gone through this pain that this girl is going on right now. And they are seeing strength in her. She's not backing down. It's not making her depressed. She hasn't stopped filming. She hasn't stopped dancing. That is the courage
Exactly.
most people don't have. Because when you go through, dirty divorce like this, you just go into your own shelf. You don't even want to come back again. You don't even want anybody to see. You just go and hide because of what you've been through. But this girl, Cora, is not letting any of those things define her. What kind of name haven't they
Absolutely.
called her? They've called her manner of names. They've called her.
But
Nancy,
I think AH is breaking it down here for us to understand. I don't know if AH is, I almost said she, so I don't know if it's a he or a she. The
yeah.
person said, in terms of divorce litigations, an
Hmm.
equalization payment is a payment made from one spouse to another for the purpose of offsetting an imbalance in joint property asset if one
Assets, yeah.
spouse receives more. That
Hmm.
makes sense.
Honestly. And even after receiving it, was he satisfied? Legit
He
queen,
was
thank you for
he
being
wasn't.
here. Thank you. Cora paid. You see all the Cora fans. Belize is one of Cora's big fan. Cora paid Justin Dean all 50,000 ordered by court. You see. Mm. And Nancy, her sister, said Cora was earning in Asia before they came back, so he wouldn't have paid
Oh,
all the expense alone. Okay, okay. So it wasn't just relocation fee. We want to believe it's equalization fee, just like
yeah.
H tried to
AH said,
explain to
yeah.
us here. Never seen so many platforms speaking on this couple. You guys have nothing else to do. Oh yes, Glenda, thank you. We have nothing else to do. Do you want me to give you a trophy? Yeah, clapping for you.
Congratulations, Glenda Brown. You're part of the jobless people because you're here too.
Honestly.
You
And then
didn't go to
her
listen to news.
joblessness also brought her online to watch
The,
us since
the,
we
the
had
person didn't
nothing.
go to listen to news. They're not reading 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock news in your state. You came here, you saw Cora, you jumped in. You're
Honestly.
among now.
Imagine Ketu calling the other one black.
I tell you, I'll get to the corporate black. You follow. Jobless gang mood
Ah,
activated.
honestly. Yeah. See, people
Some
are
people are
really
just
who have
ridiculous with their
experience.
comments.
They have experience and they are drawing strength from this lady. Honestly, Cora said it was not up to what he spent. Wow. And then the guy, I think, is looking
Wow.
for Cora's blood. He should move on. Black don't crack, and we don't crack easily. He should move on. 7 years he has not seen my kids. That man will suffer like Justin Dean. You see, honestly, he should move on. Yes, you have to contribute to the care of the child. Absolutely. That's what the court will decide, no matter what. The cash out is what he could not control. She said she is out. You see, because the whole money was going into Justin Dean's account, you understand? Then when Justice Dean,
That's
when
why
this
I
thing
fixed
had
it.
been
Yeah.
Cara now wanted him to give her the account statement and all of those were in their videos at those early stage. Cora talked about all of that. It was one of the battles she had to fight as well. She fought it. Eventually, she now replaced all her online earnings with her own bank account and all
Yeah.
of that. My kids are good. Oh, great. Thank God they are doing good and they will
Yeah.
continue to do good and do you proud. For every sweat you went through, for every tear you dropped,
Amen.
God has seen them and your kids will make you proud. Honestly,
Amen. And
they
so
will make
shall
you
it be.
proud. Amen. Honestly, honest. You see, I'm glad people that have been following this story are here to give us some insight in even the things we don't know. Grace,
And
thank
you know what I think, host,
you.
when Cora was using his account, bank account for her, earnings and all of that, I think that was part of some of the money he was using to groove with those small chicks that he was carrying in what Brazil, I
In
mean, which
Brazil.
place
I'm
he went
telling
to.
you.
So now you can imagine living the big boy's life if you're traveling to, let's say, from New York to Atlanta, for example. You stay in the best hotel in Atlanta, a big boy stays, and
Mm.
then they now changed the account. Your account now went back to chiropractor price. He's not happy.
Trendy G's,
Now
I
you
don't
have
want
to adjust your big boy style.
Ah, oh my goodness. Yes, so more strength to Cora Obidi, more strength to Cora Obidi. People don't understand the whole thing until you wear the shoes. You understand how divorce thing goes. It's never sweet, it's never smooth. But some people don't want trouble. They will just say, okay, since we can't be together for the sake of our children, let's move on with our lives and then come together to raise our kids. But most men, they don't agree to that. They want to make you pay for what? I don't understand. They want to suffer the woman for what? For saying, I am done, I don't want anymore. Or when you start asking for your own money, it becomes a problem for most men, honestly. Thank you for coming, Grace. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Grace said Cora might be dressing her way, but her dressing doesn't take away her glory. Dr. Dean or whatever should let her be. If he wants more, let him sacrifice his sick brain. Hey, people are serious. Quad Dogs, I hope I got your name right. Thank you for being here. He only spent 7,000 in Corab's business. 7,000, that was all he spent, but he got 50,000. Wow, that's a good bargain. That's a very good bargain. He wants more money, so that is why he is using the case, knowing very well that Cora will pay. She will always pay to put her kids to her to keep her kids to herself. Wow. Wow, he wanted 500,000. Are you kidding me? 500,000 from who? From Beyonce or from Cardi B? Where is Cora gonna get $500,000?
To pay for who? To pay for what?
For Justin wanted 500,000. The court gave him 50,000. For half a
Oh,
million for what? And
I'm
so
not
Cora is
surprised.
now what? Host, what did you say?
I said I'm not surprised. The way he acts like a, those people they call in Nigeria long throat people.
Honestly, if there is one piece of advice that I will give to Cora is that she needs to watch her back. Is not necessarily Justin that she needs to look out for. Yeah, that is exactly what we talked about yesterday. And then why I am at peace, at least reasonable with that after that discussion yesterday. Nancy acknowledged the fact that a lot of people reached out to her and then she saw a lot of videos and all of that. Cora should be careful. Cora should watch her back. So they're already working on it that any mistake, that Cora is not going to make any mistake of having the children on her set. If she's doing live video, Nancy reassured that on her video this morning. She went live this morning. So that gave me some peace of mind. And if you notice, Cora has been doing live stream now, more relaxed doing her live stream without wondering if the kids are coming out. Yesterday night, she went live too. I was like, when I saw her last night, I said, okay, maybe she had one of some of my audience, what they suggested. She went live last night. She went live in the morning yesterday, spent about 5 hours, and last night she went live. People will not understand. The more she goes live, the more people give her stars on Facebook. the more she makes money to be able to pay for her bills and take care of her beautiful children. So if you want to support Cora, please go ahead and support her. And if her book is out, please buy so that we can all read together to see who Justin Dean truly is. All right. So Legit Queen said the more he tries to destroy Cora, the more successful she becomes and the more frustrated he becomes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Remember, he
I
came out.
agree. That's
I
very
agree.
true.
I agree. Honestly. See what Lily said. Remember, he came out on social media to say she's a millionaire. Ooh, that is true. Remember, host. Remember when he came out and
I
said,
don't.
"Oh, you did not watch that one?
Did he
Oh my
ever say
God!"
something like that?
No, he did. He said that every time she's complaining about the money, that people don't
Yeah.
know that she's a millionaire. That she's a. I say, huh. Whoa.
That one is part of attack. The man is funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my God. That is the only way a man can cry to destroy a woman, the kids. That's sad. It's very unfortunate that he's going that route. It's not the best way to go, but it's very, very unfortunate. And then he's not going to succeed because the last time I checked, he's still human like me. He's not God. And because our lives are not in the hands of human, God will still take preeminence over everything. So these Nigerians think they know everything. They are funny. Oh, Darlene, you're back again. Thank you for coming back. And we don't know anything. We are what? What did you say? That they are funny. Of course, we are funny because it's laughable what your darling Justin is doing. So it's very laughable. That's why we think we know everything. Okay, Checker said, really, Lily, what kind of a man is that? Every Nigerian that was judging Cora has seen it. Oh, she naked, she's naked, she dance anyhow. Why them two they naked? Now they have seen Cora is innocent. Absolutely. What people do behind the closed doors, nobody can even fathom it. It's only God that can. So people judging Cora because of her outfit and not seeing the other any other thing from Cora apart from her outfit. You have taken the place of God to be the judge. Please try and find a way to stop doing that because God Himself will not be happy when you assume the authority that He hasn't given you. I don't listen to haters because they are not God. Big amen. Big sister, God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Honestly, all of you. I want to thank you guys specially. I want to, yeah, check it. I swear that man annoys me. Useless Oibo. Lily, don't make me laugh. There was this thing I read yesterday from a lady. She's a Nigerian. She lives in Houston. No, not Houston. She lives in Texas, a part of Texas. I don't know the city. She wrote on Facebook yesterday saying that some of these are people supporting Justin. They don't know. They've not walked a mile on Cora's shoes, in her shoes, to know exactly what is going on. That wait until you are faced with responsibilities whereby your husband is good for nothing. He has no insurance on the children except Cora's insurance. That's how they go to hospital. They're supposed to have insurance both ways because it's coming from different pockets. But these kids will have rashes with Justin. He won't take them to see any doctor. Nothing will be prescribed. He will just bring the kids back. Cora will not have to go to hospital. So people should understand the pain you go through when you're not in good terms with somebody that you're going to hand over your child. They will return the child, not in one piece, you understand, with some issues going on here and there. But that's what it is. And that's how it's going to be until they find a workable ground whereby they can at least be civil to each other and not be mad at each other. Udo Peace Udo said, Justin is an evil man who just wants to destroy her. God will fight for her. Absolutely. A lot of people are praying for Cora. Honestly, a lot of people are praying for Cora, seriously, because she is happy every time he sees her happiness. He tries to break her down. Big Cora is doing great thing and he doesn't like it. Aww. Wow, Winsome, thank you for that comment. Thank you guys. Just in the poor selfish show you bro. Guys, I want to thank you guys immensely for joining me today. And if you haven't liked this live stream, please kindly like the live stream by giving me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel on YouTube here if you haven't subscribed. And if you're watching from Facebook, don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Likewise, my co-host today, please follow her on Facebook as well. Trending G's with Octavia Cora on Facebook and Trending G's with Octavia Cora on YouTube. She does interesting analysis about anything trending, including Justin Dean and Cora Obidi. You guys are definitely going to enjoy it as well in her channel. God, always God is there for the weak. Much love for her from Uganda. Jamari.
Wow.
I got your name right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Selfish Oyibo, I see them like that. Them no get good mind. The way we look at them in Africa, I come to US just few years to learn. Absolutely check it. Back home you think they're all saints and beautiful. They're not. Until you get close to something, that's when you perceive the smell very well. When you come
And I
here,
make some of our people they support blindly now. There's something I want to say, and I will say this in pidgin English. Please, if you do not understand pidgin, get an African or one from West Africa to interpret this to you. Them they see us as women, and they refer to our women. And when I mean them, if you know, you know. Them they
bam.
see us as people who get power. They know our strength, where even our own people no they even acknowledge. So most of them where they come marry our people, no be because say now you find pass. Now that power where they know say you get, they know say anywhere you go, then like make them drop you for forest, you will bring out gold from that forest.
Mm-hmm.
So now waiting most of them they do. And it they obvious say now waiting Justin been they do. As he see that woman, he quickly know say,
That one na
this
gold.
na land of milk and honey.
Mm-hmm.
In cuckoo gum body there. No retreat, no surrender. But when he comes to say, no be mugu in catch. Thief ne the thief na. Na Naija babe.
Abio. Mm-hmm.
Na dia I read. When he say no fit milk and dry, he jackpa. So sorry to those people that don't understand. Please get somebody that can translate that for you. This is deep. So I had to say it in pidgin. So for people that are saying that, they don't see what Justin has done wrong, go from the beginning, from the very first video that Justin released and watch it. Watch all his video. That's the assignment for those of you that are saying, Justin is not me. Justin has not done anything. Nobody is just calling Justin name for just calling namesake, just for the fact that you want to call somebody out of the person's name. Nobody wants, no reasonable person, let me even put it that way, no reasonable person wants to call somebody names and say you're mean, you're rude, you're this. He has done things that only mean people can do. He has done things that only heartless people can do. He's not the first person that is going to get a divorce. He's not going to be the last. But the way he's going about it and not considering his own children, you cannot look at all these things. If you table all Justin's video, table all of Cora's video, their posts, their whatnot, you will see who is taunting who. So who is trying to fool who? Nobody is calling him names. Everybody is just saying, bro, chill. It's done and dusted. Move on. Let her be. What else do you want? You want her to unleave herself. That's when you'll be happy. So you have the kids to yourself. For crying out loud, this woman had those kids in her tummy for 9 months. If you've never had a child, if you've never been pregnant, you've never had a child, you will not understand. And as a man, you will never even understand.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to keep threatening a pregnant woman that you're going to take her child away, a woman can lose money, lose anything, but their kids, no reasonable woman wants to.
Absolutely.
So for you to even go that low to threaten her with that, you know that that's the only thing you would do to Cora right now, apart from death by killing someone that will hurt her so bad.
Absolutely.
You
See
get?
what Antoinette said, that pidgin English sound very similar to the Jamaican patios. You see, there is always a connection
Yeah.
with Jamaica and West Africa, sincerely. There is always. Who's there? You can't say it any better. You just summed it up. there is something when they see a black woman, they see the strength of a black woman and all of that, and people don't get it. And our people, where they here, they
Yeah.
here defending this way. If not, they turn the table round, they go throw you to the vultures immediately.
I
But
they
they
tell
don't
you,
understand. When I see our people when they do that to Cora, I just say, chai, 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 chai.
who
This,
no get sense, no get sense now. Last, who
I
no get sense
tell
because
you.
you know say make we even listen na Quran. They say if you tell these people now where they support her now, if you tell them say you no even like them,
You don't like them now.
their eye go clear.
You
Because
don't
last
like
if they go
them.
put people who look like them, in go pick their own.
Mm-hmm.
You just saying go come fight battle for them.
Never.
How many video when post when they call in daughter's name? How many video? Cora come
Honestly.
out, they cry. How many video na see say Justin come out to talk? Now people from in camp now do that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
He talk anything. He show the kind of person when he be. He come for something, he not reach carry the thing, he not send. The reason why he want take those children not be because say he get fatherly love. No. Now show off that man want to number one. Number two, he want punish Cora. If
Yeah,
not, he no go even send those children. He go just find new girlfriend. They do in breaking of people neck, saying they do chiropractor there. Move on. You understand?
absolutely. Absolutely. Is what it is. And I hope he's listening, and I hope his followers will pass this message to you. What he did to Cheta is unspeakable. You don't refer to a man that did nothing to you, that was kind to you, that took care of you when you were with him as a stranger, that housed you for the time you were in Africa, fed you, provided for you, gave you accommodation and everything. You came now to refer to him as a stranger, a tall black man. At the last time I checked, you're still taller than the guy. You're still heavier than the guy, but you describe him in the court document the way most of them describe our black males here, so that they will look so bad before the law, look so bad before anything that can actually give them justice. For anybody not seeing that as hateful or vengeful, that's how I see it. You can't see somebody coming, patting your daughter at the back, rubbing her back, is coming to you aggressively. We are scared of your life because he was carrying a cutlass or carrying a gun or carrying something to come and hit you. It's very unfortunate that is the mindset of this guy. And for people defending him, thinking, yeah, we African are speaking for, he has no, in fact, no, in two cents, he will drop you like hot potatoes. Honestly, he will just drop you immediately because, to as far as he's concerned, you want nothing. And the earlier people start seeing it in that light, they will be able to see it. If there is nothing else to prove otherwise, use the way he described Cheta, Nancy's husband, to see the way this man value friendship, value anybody that could relate to anything looking like Cora. That's how I'm going to say it here. You guys have been nothing but amazing. Thank you guys for always coming back to join my live stream. And thank you guys for always making it very conversational for me, because your comments are welcome and your comments are very insightful and I love them. They are helpful indeed, that are going to help anybody listening to this video to be able to take home something. Take home something that you can work with, something that you can be able to advise another person so that people don't make that kind of mistake. And Legit Queen said, who know what he do to the kids behind closed doors? I don't even want to go there. I don't want to go there. My YouTube friend, where they support me from Jamaica, don't touch me, tire. Don't teach me, tire. Oh, you're referring to Antoinette. Oh, that's good. You guys are amazing. I can't even thank you guys enough. Thank you guys for always coming in. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share, and don't forget to turn on your post notification bell if you're watching from Facebook, and also on YouTube. And if you're watching from YouTube, and also on Facebook, if you're not following me yet on Facebook, please follow me on Facebook, and also follow my co-host here, Trending G's with Octavia. You can see her name pinned there. That is the lady speaking with us today, and also helping us to analyze this whole situation. I will be running up in the next 2 minutes, so I want to give my co-host the ample time to like summarize for us, and then we'll conclude for the day. Thank you guys for being so special. So, host, in a nutshell, what do you think about this whole thing? How vengeful I think Justin is, and how mean he was towards Cheta. In a nutshell, what do you think?
For me, I'm really glad that Cheta decided to go that day with Cora. I think all these things it's just God. It's just God, you know, because Justin has done everything to paint himself like an angel.
Mm-hmm.
So now that he's making all these moves, a smart person can see and understand that Cora was never the problem right from the beginning. We're not saying that Cora is not guilty of anything. We're not saying Cora is the best person in this planet.
Mm-hmm.
But the point I'm trying to give is that the way he came out with that first video pointing out that she was a narcissistic person, she was this, she was mean, she was that, she said all those nasty things about the children, she didn't want kids, she didn't want the children, and all of that shows that the man lies so much. Exactly. So even if he tells you good morning, you have to look at your hands, check your wristwatch if it's morning, because it might be evening and he's telling you good morning. That's the good example for Justin Dean. So because you wine and you dine with this guy took you to his hometown. Not everybody does that. They might know you and all that. You people will party in town, do
They'll keep you
whatnot.
in the hotel.
Exactly. And that's it. They're not bringing you to what? What are you coming to do in my home? Like, no, see, finish the worry sometime. You understand? But he
Yeah.
didn't mind. He took you home, make sure that you were okay. And this is how you describe him, as somebody that was walking towards you aggressively. But with
Honestly.
all the aggression that the person walked towards you, the person ended up patting the back of your child. And you were not afraid that the person will attack your child. You were afraid of your own life. It goes to show how selfish and how
Thank
self-centered that
you.
at every
Thank
given time you're
you.
thinking about yourself. Everything is me, 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 me. So people, please wake up and just see through this whole lies and understand that Justin is the problem. Cora is not. Cora is dancing, having fun, doing her thing. She doesn't care about anything else. But the man keep hitting with lawsuits and lawsuits and lawsuits. And your brother-in-law that didn't do anything from the beginning of this, he never added his mouth. He never said anything. Cheta
Yes.
never said anything bad about him that was okay. If it was Nancy that this lawsuit was about, I would understand because Nancy has been supportive of her sister as she should be. But the husband has never said anything on social media that you say he's supporting his in-law. He was even trying, according to his explanation, that he was trying to even understand, try to analyze from both sides as what a reasonable person should do. And this is how you wanted to paint him. What if the court had believed what he said? All of a sudden, before you know, they will say Cheta cannot enter the US because he's dangerous.
Yes.
So
That's
it
the
shows that
fact.
this person is just making evil moves
Mm-hmm.
and he needs to stop.
Mm.
That's all I have to say for now. He needs to stop. Thank you very much, host, for having me.
Thank you so much, my beautiful host, Trending G's with Octavia Cora. Guys, please check her out. Subscribe to her channel on YouTube. Follow her on Facebook. She has, in depth in when it comes to analysis. She knows how to analyze things without taking sides with anybody. Thank you for watching from Claudette says she's watching from Jamaica. Thank you so much. Veronica said she's watching from Trinidad. Thank you. I have a family in Trinidad and
Yeah,
they've been there for
Trinidad and Tobago.
Tobago. They've been there for many years. If I say their name, you might even know them. But let's just leave it at that. Thank you guys for joining me today. So my host said it all, and she really, really took that document to like explain it. Justin called Cheta. Cheta happens to be Nancy May's husband. And when Justin visited for Christmas in 2020, which was just 3 years ago, Cheta and Nancy hosted Justin in their home in Lagos. And it did not end there. Cheta took Justin to his hometown in Nigeria, to their country home in Nigeria, and gave up his own bedroom so that Justin can have an adequate sleep, get everything he wanted. Cheta helped make Justin stay in Africa very, very comfortable. Gave him, a welcome, a resounding welcome for a brother-in-law. We are married to the same family kind of thing and all of that. So Cheta now visited US, when he saw Justin, this was how Justin described Cheta in his court document, saying a tall man exited the car And I was scared for my life. He approached my daughter, started robbing my daughter, that I was afraid that he was going to assault me because of his aggressive approach. And when I tried to, like my co-host said today, you were not afraid that he was going to assault your daughter, but you were more selfish, afraid for your own self. That who does that? At least you can protect yourself, but your child cannot. So looking at it in that direction, you see a man that is so self-centered, everything is about him. And where he's not winning, he's not giving up. He kept on going from one case to the other, filing from one lawsuit to another, trying to see a way he's going to squeeze it on this girl called Cora to bring her down. But like I said here, our lives are not in the hands of men. Our lives are still in the hands of God, who determines what plays out for us and what doesn't play out. And for those judging Cora, Cora has made her signature. That dress code is her signature. The moment she changes, nobody will come to her live stream again because they will not be able to identify her. And you that is calling her names and all of that, just remember, as you point your finger on her, the rest of your fingers are pointing at you. And if you're a fan of Cora, support her for a good cause. Be there for her, encourage her and cheer her up. And when you see her doing something that is not right, also try and point it out to her, because everything to me is a teachable moment. And for Justin, that said this in his court document about a man that treated you so well, I would say that is nothing but being vengeful. And I don't know what he stands to gain. You're having a fight with your ex-wife, you're joining a different party to it, calling them strangers. Where is the name of a stranger coming from? The person that you ate from the same pot. The parents cooked food and all of you ate together, and has turned to be strangers to you. It goes to show what goes on in his mind and the kind of person he is. And when he wants to fight dirty, he fight extremely dirty. It's unfortunate that Justin is going this route. And if any of you watching me today, or if you have him on speed dial, tell him to step down. Tell him to just chill. Take a moment for himself and stop pushing this girl, round. Stop pushing, because you don't gain anything. You get bitter, you get more upset, and you stress your body so well. Rather than thinking of how both of you can co-parent the beautiful blessings God put in your hands, you're there filing lawsuit upon lawsuit. What do you stand to gain? Nothing but bitterness. Find a way to co-parent in peace so that you can raise these beautiful girls, raise them in love, not in hate. Raise them to understand what kindness is. But the way you're going calling it names to each other, that is not the way to raise children. And I really hope Justin will rethink and redirect his steps to doing the right thing and stop filing lawsuits here and there. The next thing we are going to hear about lawsuits because of the book Cora is going to launch soon. But until we get to that, we'll be able to come here as well to share with our audience what we think and what we don't think about it. All for Health with Jenny. Thank you, amazing, beautiful sister, all the way from South Africa. It's 12 p.m. in South Africa. Please, please go to bed. Go to bed. You need to catch some sleep. Thank you guys for always trying to support this channel. Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook as well. So we'll be ending our live stream today, thanking all of you for your support and your time. Your time is so precious, and I value all of you. Pepe said that is to show that Justin is very manipulative, face red, droopy eye.
And
Pepe!
and host,
Just,
before we go, let me quickly add this, because you have about 132 people watching you on YouTube.
I
And I
know.
noticed that a lot of people judge Cora because of her dressing. I will start by saying ancient Africans never wore suit. We wore animal skin. You can
Mm.
do your research, and those animal skin are just little pieces that covers the necessary parts of the body that needs to be covered. Now, modern day, now we now have the fabrics, the Ankaras, and the rest of them. and we still tie them in certain ways. It depends on the event, it depends on what is happening. So if Cora decides that she needs to wear what she's wearing, these days now I see the cowrie, even Europe, America, everybody decorate their hair with cowrie. Those used to be money, those used to be expensive things, those used to be valuable stuff. Today now you can get the cowrie, everybody wear it as a fashion thing. But
Mm-hmm.
for we as Africans, it's more than fashion. So if you don't understand, some persons decide they want to embrace their Africanness, and I don't think anybody should be judged for that. Embrace and love your culture, your tradition from wherever you're coming from. So if you don't understand, don't watch her. But don't judge that she's a bad mom because she's not fully clothed. Because we've seen a lot of people that wore full clothing, but they were terrible people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're battling a case in Nigeria about a pastor that was busy getting it, a married pastor, not a single pastor, for those that will not understand,
That
a
wears
married
suit every
pastor,
day.
and he had girlfriends, a married pastor. When he wears his suit and he handles his microphone and tell you, hallelujah, praise the Lord, you will be praising the Lord under his so-called anointed, not knowing all the bad things this man is doing behind closed doors. But when you see him when he comes out with his appearance of all suited up and his designer's shoe, you say that's a very responsible man. No, I'm way past judging people based on what they look. Wait until my kids keep saying this thing. Do not judge a book from the cover. Get to meet with that person. Know the person before you judge. Not because she dresses like that, she's a
Absolutely.
bad mom. Cora is not a bad mom. If there is any truth left in anybody's belly, that will tell you that this mother wants to be in the life of the children. And Justin is pushing to punish her, and that is all. Just to punish her, make her life miserable, because he knows to that extent that taking these children away from this woman is definitely going to make her life so miserable. But the last time I checked, God is still on the throne and he will never leave nor forsake his own. So, guys, thank you, Blessing Duru, all of you that contributed today. Just sweet love, thank you so much. Honestly, I hope to see you guys again. Don't make this the last. Always come to check on me. And if your post notification bell is on, then you'll be able to get notification whenever I go live. I go live from time to time, depending on any issue that is of interest for me to discuss. I go live to talk about it and also hear what my audience has to all my audience has to say. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys. Thank you
Boss,
guys.
let me step down so you round up.
Honestly, they keep coming with the comments. I love you guys. I appreciate all of you and your comments. You guys, and great. Thank you for being that strong woman. Thank you for standing in for your kids. And they are going to be very proud of you and make you proud. For all your love and all your sacrifice and all the effort, they are definitely going to make you proud. That's one I can guarantee is going to happen. So, guys, I'll be leaving right now. Thanking all of you for joining me today. Don't forget to join me on another stream, which will be coming up soon. I might be putting some posts on my YouTube community page to announce what I'm going to discuss next. And if there is any interesting topic you want us to talk about, please don't hesitate to write on my Facebook wall or my community page what you think we can discuss. We'll bring it here. All of us are going to join in the discussion to make it a very more conversational discussion. I want to specially thank all of you for being here today. Don't forget to do what? Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're watching from YouTube, turn on your post notification bell. And if you're watching from Facebook, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, like this video, and let me know if you have anything for me to discuss. Let me know on my Facebook page. Write it on the wall what you think we should discuss next. Until I see you guys again in my next live stream, I want to specially say God bless you for joining me today, and God bless you today, and may his love continuously be your part and your portion in the mighty name of Jesus. Be kind to one another. Love yourself enough to have love to give to others, because if you don't love yourself enough, you can't give what you don't have. So first of all, appreciate who you are, appreciate yourself, love yourself enough to have that love all over to give out. Be kind to one another, because you know what? Kindness is the muscle. Until I see you guys next time, Stay blessed, be well, and be happy. Thank you, guys.